that was too soon. Tick, tick, tick. We don't. No executive sessions. Yes, everybody's ready. Okay. Tick, tick, tick. No, everybody's paying attention. That's great. Don't have to call them to order. The time being 9 a.m. My name is Chris Caius. I'm president of the Forest Preserve District of Kane County. I'm calling the full commission meeting to order on February 8th, 2022. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Can I have Chief Berger lead us in that, please?
Allegiance to the
flag
of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We need to work on that. Good job. Thank you, Chief. Can we have roll call, please?
Allen. Bates.
It's here.
Berman.
Berman here.
Brown.
Brown here.
Gavist.
Gavist here.
Ford. Braz.
Brad's here.
Gums.
Comes here.
Iqbal.
Present.
Kenyon.
Here.
Caius present.
Opie.
Hope is here.
Leonard.
Leonard here.
Lewis.
Who is present?
Martin.
Martin present.
Molina.
Molina present.
Sanchez.
Sanchez here.
Depro. Silva. Strathman. Sturgis.
Sturgis present.
Tepe.
Silva's here.
Silva's here. Got it. Thank you. Wallace. Winicky.
Present.
You have quorum.
Quorum is present. Thank you. All right. Item 4, public comment. I understand we have one person signed up to speak. Mr. Swick, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, can you give us your name, please, and your town and where you're from, and you have the next 3 minutes.
All right, thank you. It's Gary Swick. I'm from the northern tier of the county in Elgin. I'm here today mainly as a thank you. So first I'll represent the Elgin Math and Science Academy as the board chair, the co-chair there now. I'm happy to report. We had a cabin on the property there, the Forest Preserve property, and people were taking residence in it. And so we contacted the Forest Preserve District through John Gorth, and in short order, Dave's crew came out and demolished it. And we had some asks about saving some wood, and they were great about it. But the main thing that school administration was so impressed with was the concern for safety of the children, because it required a lot of heavy equipment going right through a main play area. So they were really impressed with Forest Preserve District operations. And now I'll represent Friends of the Fox River with a thank you. Ongoing, we had a tree that the Forest Preserve took down with Jeff Perez's crew, and they were great and offered a photo gallery of the whole operation. And I regularly work with Jenny Estes, who manages the operations on the northern end, and between her and Jeff, they're just a joy to work with. They're understanding and always really helpful. So I appreciate the work of the Kane County Forest Preserve District, and I'm looking forward to a couple upcoming Friends of the Fox events. We're hoping to partner with the Forest Preserve District for at least one, maybe a couple celebrations about the Carpentersville Dam removal that we're hoping will realize in the fall. And that will be a very, very significant event, not just for that section of the river above the dam, but the successful project will send a strong message down the rest of the river. And we're hoping that's going to be a big domino. So we want to herald the county for taking that step. And we'll be celebrating again. It's our Fox River Day in September. And the board signed a proclamation in the past, and we appreciate that. And we hope to do several events throughout the whole watershed, but with some county partnerships. So just a great, big, huge thank you for great work, especially with the Forest Preserve District.
Great. Thank you, Gary. That nice mention. Always appreciate having the public appreciation is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for contributing. Okay. Then item 5, presentation approval of minutes of January 11th, 2022. May I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from January 11th, 2022 meeting?
Martin moves.
Martin,
Wonecki seconds.
Wonecki. As in discussion, there is an item that was changed on the vote for the, what was that vote for? Abby? For the vote on the postponement of the contract with the, right? Okay, we clarified the ayes and the nays on that. So you'll notice that everyone should have received a new copy. The statement that the motion failed was in point of fact correct. It was just a matter of the listing of the votes. So, okay. Is there any other discussion about the minutes?
Mr. Chairman, I'm getting a message from somebody to please speak up.
Okay,
Somebody would like you to speak up, please.
all right, thank you. I moved
Oh.
in closer.
Mr. Leonard, yep.
All righty. Any other discussion? Hearing none? Seeing none? Roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, aye. Good morning.
good morning. Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Braz,
Braz, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Body, yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Caius, yes.
Opie,
Opie, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Pepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Sturgis,
Surges, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Wallace, Wonecki,
Yes.
it's approved.
Okay. May I have a motion and a second to approve the bills and commissioners per diem from January 2022?
Allen moves.
Alan moves. Braz, second.
Okay, never mind.
Is any comments, discussion? Can we please call the roll?
Allen,
Allen, aye.
Bates,
Bates, yes.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Braz,
Yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Body, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Opie,
Opie, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Pepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Sturgis,
Yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Wallace, Wonecki,
Yes.
approved.
Motion is approved, passes. Presentation of IPD, IPRA Distinguished Agency Accreditation Award. That would be Lori Batanchuk.
Thank
Or was
you.
that, what was your name down there?
Mutton
Mutton
Chalk,
Munchak?
which is not correct, just FYI.
Sorry.
So just a clarification, IPRA is the professional membership, the IAPD is the agency membership. These organizations jointly present the Distinguished Agency Accreditation Award, which we received. The plaque is up behind you. And just to explain a little more about it, I know you've heard about this before. The goal of the Distinguished Accreditation Program is to improve the delivery of park and recreation services to Illinois residents. It's a year-long process, or for us, it was a year-long process. We used it as a way to benchmark against other top-rated agencies, and scoring is in various areas, including general management procedures, finance and business operations, facilities and forest preserves, personnel, recreation services, legal documentation, and other materials, including our mission statement, goals, and safety manuals. Distinguished agency shows that we meet the highest standards and demonstrate sound management practices and provide quality services to the community. We were finally, after all of that work, awarded the plaque on January 28th, which is behind you, and I have some pictures. So here's the plaque for those of you who are not here in person. This was our professional photo, and then it degenerated from there. This is all of us, or some of us standing on the side. On the right here is Rita Fletcher with the Bartlett Park District. She was our mentor during this process. And then it got a little ridiculous. Monica, I think we were going to show these. Monica hugging the plaque. This is Ken Anderson kissing the plaque. Doing the white glove Stanley Cup treatment with the plaque. So we had a good time. That's it.
I invite you to come up and view it at close quarters. We would pass it around, but it is heavy.
It is.
I'd like to thank Lori for the time she put into this. Like she said, this was a year-long process. She worked with all the department heads to get the materials put together and work with Gabby and myself to, look at our programs, policies, procedures, update those, get some things through the commission level. So this was a lot of work. Special thank you to Rita Fletcher, our mentor, because she was the one that worked with us the year prior to really evaluate the requirements in the distinguished agency, because they really weren't inclusive of conservation and forest preserve districts. So to be able to specifically look at us and our missions and make sure that those requirements are incorporated in to the accreditation now has opened up a whole new world for forest preserves and conservation districts. So it was a lot of work to be the first, but it's nice to be the first and to get that additional recognition. And so we've already been getting contacted by other forest preserves and conservation agencies. And when we were at the conference for our Conservation and Forest Preserve Association meeting, we were talking about it, and a lot of them were talking about going and getting it in the next couple years to come. So it'll be nice, because then again, it's just additional recognition overseeing for forest preserves and conservation districts to be included where typically it's been a Parks and Recreation Park District type award and accreditation. So, but special thank you to Lori for all that work.
Thank you. And also, while I may have put all of the documentation together for this, we wouldn't have got this award without the help of every single staff person. Every single department was involved. So it is truly a team award.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, on to administration. May I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution, potentially approve the resolution approving the Settlers Hill Golf Course Startup Project and Fund Transfer. Moved by
Davis will move.
Dums, Davis second.
Yes.
All right, and I think Mr. Anderson has taken the podium.
Good morning, everyone, and I want to wish you Laugh and Get Rich Day. That's a good one. The other one was Fly a Kite Day, but I don't know if today would be a good day to fly the kite. So before you have a request for approval for the Settlers Hill Golf Course Startup Project, we have completed the improvements. We are in the grow-in stage right now, and the goal is to get the course open July of 2022. So hopefully we get a spring that provides precipitation and sunshine. So if we can get those. What you have before you is a request to do certain improvements that are still necessary so we can open. You can see the exhibit above you. We need to put in a trail that connects to the existing clubhouse to the south. That's the brown color. We are proposing to resurface the asphalt parking lot. It was ripped up pretty bad during the construction process. And you can see that in the sky blue color. We're also looking to install some kind of bathroom trailer improvement on the north end by hole number 1, and that's in the yellow. And then additionally do a gravel parking lot near the driving range, and that's in that light green. To fund all these improvements, and another item we're going to be doing is doing some vegetative management of the Midway landfill, and as it kind of winds its way in our golf course winds its way around it. We are looking to utilize existing funds that are still remaining from the original Settlers Hill project, but we also need additional funds, and we're going to be using those out of projects that were completed either in-house or under budget out of our 03 funds. So we'll be transferring those from there to be used at this site. Basically, the final total of the golf course improvements would be right now with this project, if it gets approved, would be $7,497,400.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Anderson or generally? Anyone online? Okay.
Can we book tea times yet?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Just wonder if there was open tea times yet.
Oh, yes. Give me a call. I'll sign you up. No, we will request your vote on this, though. How about a tea time? Roll call, please. Sorry, Gabby.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Braz,
Braz, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Opie,
Opie, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Pepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Sturgis,
Burgess, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Wallace, Winicky, yes. Approved.
Motion passes. May I have a motion and a second for the resolution approving a vehicle leasing contract with Enterprise Entity and Enterprise Fleet Management. Moved by
Braz moves.
Braz,
Berman.
Berman seconds. Chief Berger.
Morning. What you have before you is a recommendation from the staff to provide the committee with information to consider the approval of a lease agreement with Enterprise Entities and Enterprise Fleet Management to lease 7 Ford F-150 police responder pickup trucks. Staff is recommending that we replace 7 current public safety vehicles with 2 Ford Explorers and 5 Chevy Tahoes by leasing 7 Ford F-150 police responder pickup trucks. KDOT in 2019 had entered into a similar agreement, and so did our Operations Department and Natural Resources in 2021. The vehicles would be delivered road ready after Enterprise sends them to our vendor, aftermarket vendor. And funds totaling $51,675 were budgeted in fiscal year 21-22 for the replacement of public safety vehicles. These funds will not be expensed during the fiscal year due to the new lease vehicles not arriving until after the fiscal year ends. So for fiscal year 22-23, the net effect to the budget is estimated to be $24,700. This is due to the revenues being received from the sale of the district's existing police vehicles, less the cost of the new leased vehicles. The remaining annual lease payments will continue to be budgeted in the next 5 fiscal years. So staff is recommending the committee approve the lease agreement with Enterprise Entities and Enterprise Fleet Management to lease 7 Ford F-150 police responder pickup trucks.
Okay, any questions for Chief? Okay. A roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman,
Herman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Froz,
Yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Hopi,
Yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Shepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Surges,
Burgess, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Wallace, Winnicke.
Yes.
Motion passes. May I have a motion and a second to potentially approve resolution for a bid for a replacement vehicle for the North Operations Division, moved by
Berman.
Berman,
Leonard, seconds.
Winnicke, second. And we have Mr. John Gore.
Morning. Staff would like to provide the committee with information to approve a truck for the North Operations Division. This is truck 322, which is a 1-ton dump truck with a snow plow and salt spreader on it. This truck will be having over 60,000 miles on it at the time of replacement. These trucks we utilize for our heavier equipment use and completing other projects, hauling tractors, that type of stuff. 322 would be replaced with a 2022 1.25-ton 4x4 pickup truck with a 6.7 liter diesel engine in it, with a stainless steel dump box and salt spreader, and it will also have a snow plow on the front of it. So funds totaling 88,000 were budgeted in the 21-22 fiscal year for the purchase of this vehicle. Manufacturing delays and an additional new truck, which was to be replaced in the prior fiscal year, 2020-2021, did not arrive until August of 2021, which was 2 months into the next fiscal year. And it was expense from this account. So funds totaling $28,389.18 are currently available in this account. The prior fiscal year fund balance was inflated due to these funds not being expensed in the fiscal year. The truck was budgeted. The commission was informed of this at the time, that the purchase schedule would cause this account to go into the negative in fiscal year due to both vehicles being expensed in that same fiscal year. So funds totaling 88,000 were budgeted in the fiscal year for the purchase of a replacement vehicle. And currently the expense for the new truck is $91,870. The additional funds needed totaling $3,870 will be utilized from the contingencies account for the purchase of this truck. Staff recommends the committee approve the purchase of the replacement vehicle for the North Operations from Morrow Brothers Ford of Greenfield, Illinois, for a total price of $91,870.
Okay, any questions for John? Hearing none, seeing none, roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Froz,
Yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Hopi, Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Shepro. Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Sturgis,
Sturgis, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Winnicke,
Yes.
Wallace. Approved.
Motion passes. May I have a motion and a second to potentially approve the resolution for a bid for replacement vehicle for use by the Natural Resource Management Department? Moved by Martin. Second by Froz. And this is Ben Haberther.
Hello. Yep, this is another straight purchase. This was budgeted. This is replaces vehicle 61, which is a dually diesel F-350. It's a 14-year-old truck in our fleet. It's reached the end of its usable life. We budgeted $65,000 for this. It came in at $65,500 from Roush Ford out of Bensonville. We have the additional $500 in vehicle repairs. We do expect a delivery delay on this one. You can see they quoted 5 to 8 months. Everything's been coming in much later, so we're accounting for that. It's also a diesel. We're doing a slightly larger cab. We had a super cab on the other one. This is a crew cab. And yep, we've got it fitted out for to haul our gooseneck trailer, haul all our forestry equipment around.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay, short, sweet. Okay, good. Any discussion? Any questions for Ben? Hearing none, seeing none. Roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davist,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Froz,
yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Yes.
Hopi,
Copy, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Shepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Sturgis,
Sturgis, yes.
Tepe,
Pepe, yes.
Wallace, Winnicke.
Yes.
It's approved.
Motion passes. May I have a motion and excuse me, and a second to potentially approve a resolution for a bid construction of a water control structure at Nelson Lake within the Dick Young Forest Preserve. Moved by
Brown
Bates
moves.
moves.
Brown, Bates.
Bates,
Second by Bates. That's again you, Mr. Haberther.
Yep. Yeah. So this one is final approval for the water control structure that's been part of the Nelson Lake Marsh Revitalization Project, which we promised in the 2017 referendum. It's been a long time coming. This commission has heard some pretty long-winded presentations about the history of Nelson Lake Marsh. It's had a real interesting history over the last 100 years. At Executive, we talked about some of the peat mining that occurred here on the east side. But what this does is allows us to have control of the water, at least some control. This water control structure won't allow us to drain this all the way down, but it will allow us to hold water in drought conditions. Thinking back in 2012, this drained completely. That created a condition where you had mudflats in there, and then invasive weed seed just completely took over the north end. And so we've had to maintain that through costly chemical contracts. If we have a water control structure, we can just flood that out and flood it at the right time, and you can control cattails and phragmites, that sort of thing. So that's one of the things it affords us. We also have a lot of rare plants there, a lot of endangered species that will benefit from this. So this is an exciting one, and we would begin construction of a double box culvert at the southwest part of the marsh, which is the logical pinch point in the drainage where it comes out of the marsh. So that's what this is. And we'd be beginning construction as soon as it was dry enough, assuming we have a wet spring, maybe a June construction, and it should be pretty quick with immediate benefits. Oh, we budgeted $130,000 for this. I think we had 4 qualified bids, 2 of which were under budget. V3 came in at $99,500. V3 is very qualified. We've worked with them a lot out of Woodridge, Illinois, and we're excited to get this number and work with them.
Okay, any comments or questions? Hearing none, seeing none, roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Bras,
Yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Hopi,
Kopi, abstain.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Shepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Surges,
Burgess, yes.
Tepe,
Duffy, yes.
Wallace, Winnicke,
Yes.
approved.
Okay, motion passes.
With all these marshes and bogs, I think we should get a swamp buggy for Ben.
Marsh Masters costs 125,000. We could put a budget request in if we need to.
A used one. We'll get a used one for it.
Wetsuit.
Mr. Copey, could you clarify your vote, please?
You did?
Abstain.
I thought I heard too.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, say again.
Really fuzzy.
Say again, Mr. Chairman.
He said, say again.
Clarify. Did you say?
Clarify your vote?
Oh, yes, I abstain, but probably my preference would be to just vote present.
Vote present?
Okay.
Yes, please.
He abstained, but he'd prefer vote present. Okay, thank you, Mr. Copey.
Thank you.
Okay, may I have a motion? Motion passes. May I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution to potentially approve a bid for updated vegetation inventories at 12 locations moved by Kenyon,
Nikki?
Winnicke second. Again, you, Mr.
Yes.
Haberthor.
So this is year 4 of a construction and development project to gain either baseline vegetative inventory information or updated for sites, that we've held since the 20s and haven't updated since the 70s. We took care of most of those antiquated inventories with phase 1. So we looked at things that were long overdue, some of our nature preserves. Year 2, we looked at buffers to those nature preserves. This year, we're looking at new acquisitions and oak woodlands to get updated baseline information. So the memo goes into the specific, it's called a floristic quality assessment that we're asking of the different vendors. So that's a pretty standard across the region. So we put this out to quite a few vendors. We've got a number of responses. We're going to quickly go through the individual projects.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Unless somebody has a specific question.
Anybody have any questions on those?
Can we see the abstract, Lori?
I gotta find it. Hold on. In a different spot.
There's the abstract. It went to 50 vendors. We had 6 full responses on all of the 12 different options with 4 winning vendors. We're getting some pretty low prices here, so we're vetting them hard. But we've worked with all of these companies before. 3 are Illinois based, and then Ankeny, Iowa. We worked with them for the first time. They were the low bid all last year. We just got some of their results from last year, so we're happy with these numbers now. And it's the final overview. What the work consists of is 3 visits throughout the growing season to hit the 3 or 4 big bloom times, so they can identify everything that's in there and we can update our management plans accordingly.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Ms. Allen?
Allen, thank you. I would think that roaming through our preserves and looking for our nifty plants is one of the joys of being part of the Forest Preserve staff. Is this a question of just needing a whole lot of extra personnel that we can't afford to hire and keep and pay benefits for? Is this a way of magnifying our staff for a short-term project?
So I would say yes. Yeah, we do have some ability. We have quite a bit of ability in-house to do this kind of work. What's happened in the past is great intentions, but then that limited staff is tied up with invasive weed work or other things. And so having somebody contracted to visit these sites 3 times throughout the growing season means they don't miss those deadlines. And well, Lori's kind of hovering over our quote for 64 Triangle, which is one of our high quality natural areas, for $270. It seems, my opinion is, it's quite a deal if we can get a certified botanist to come out there and do that work for us. But essentially, yes.
$80 a
Yeah,
visit.
the contractors also love to do this work because some of the things, a lot of what they do is regulatory. So if they're looking at a wetland that's impacted by a road construction, they're going to look at 5 or 6 invasive weeds, and it's not very exciting. Now we got the best land around, so they come in and they see the whole suite of Illinois flora, and so they like to bid aggressively on this because it's fun.
Mrs. Allen, do you want to go do it?
Wouldn't that be a wonderful way to spend time? You know, thank you for the explanation, Ben. It makes all the sense in the world. My guess is that you'd much rather hire people to do the weed spraying and stuff, and you guys go look at the plants. Thanks.
Thank you, Miss Allen. Mr. Iqbal, do you have a question?
Yes, I need a clarification.
Move in on the microphone.
Yeah, I need a clarification on the word vegetation. Does it include trees?
I didn't get the last word. Does it include what?
Yeah, you said the vegetation inventories. Does it include trees?
Trees.
Yes, absolutely. So it includes everything short of what they call bryophytes. So we don't have the non-vascular plants. So mosses and liverworts and those little things growing on there, lichen, those aren't included, but all vascular plants. So trees, shrubs, herbaceous stuff, so yes, most of what you see growing out there, but it's specialized to do the non-vascular plants. So that's excluded from this, but we get full tree inventory.
Oh, okay, great.
Well, I'm sorry. We get a presence of all species. They don't count them.
All right. Any other questions? Hearing none, seeing none. Roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, aye.
Bates,
Bates, yes.
Berman,
Yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Fraz,
As yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Guys, yes.
Hopi,
Kopi, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Shepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Sturgis,
Burgess, yes.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Wallace, Winnicki.
Yes.
Motion passes. New and unfinished business. May I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution approving the 2022 Comprehensive Master Plan update, moved by Kenyon. Ford seconds. That would be Lori again. No? Oh, excuse me.
That's
Monica
okay.
Myers, Executive Director.
So this is a conclusion of, or the outcome of our fall retreat that we had with the commission at our Brewster Creek Forest Preserve. We presented a list of capital projects and goals and objectives, as well as some modifications to our mission statement for consideration. And so what's on the screen is the listing of our capital projects. When we had the retreat with the commission, we kind of just had a list of priority projects. The commission asked that we break those down into the categories that are before you. So you see the current capital projects that are currently being funded or planning for. You then have the section for grants. And then we have our short-term projects, about 1 to 4 years, and then long-term projects, 5+ years. And considering what grant opportunities might be out there, these are fluid projects that can kind of move around, but this is essentially the plan of attack for the year. Also included was our goals and objectives, which are in the back of the plan. And Lori added a sheet in the front of the document that talks about the modifications we did to the mission statement, which is having an additional focus or greater focus on taking conservation for preservation, inserting environmental in front of our education for programming, and then adding a well-being component to our mission statement. Now seeing how important that was, especially through the pandemic. So all of those changes are in there as well. Once this is approved, it'll be a document we'll use to apply for grants. And then obviously our roadmap for the staff in terms of our goals and objectives for the year and planning for 3 to 5 years.
Okay, any questions? Mr. Surges.
Mr. Chair, as that dam in Carpentersville comes down, there's more and more scuttlebutting out there saying, what a beautiful stretch of river that would be for a kayak. I think we could go all the way from Algonquin to Elgin, with the Dundees right in the middle as a respite. And I don't want that to fall off the plate in conversations. So.
Absolutely.
Mr. Chairman?
Plan. Fabulous Fox River Trail.
Fabulous Fox River, yep.
I'm sorry, Ms. Bates, did you have a?
I just wanted to assure, I think that was Mr. Surges, that the Fabulous Fox River and Karen Miller's great work is going to give you beautiful kayaking and many respites. And I have personally requested a porta potty at every respite. And so I want a Mavis Bates honorary porta potty somewhere along the Fox River. But
That's something to look forward to.
And President Caius, if I can, I'm not a big Facebook guy, but the number of photos that individual residents have begun posting about the eagles up near that Carpentersville Dam. Being a simple guy, I can only assume that where there are eagles, there are fish to eat. And if that speaks to the ecosystem of our river, I am 58 years old and I cannot remember the quantity of eagles, and they're being posted on a daily basis. They're magnificent. That if there is a correlation between the birds and the fish and the
health of the ecosystem,
health of the
yeah,
river,
yeah.
God bless. So,
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Absolutely. They just had, matter of fact, they just had a photo contest at the Friends of the Fox last night where they had their annual awards. And mostly people, but they had some birds in there as well. Okay, then then I guess we ask for a vote, right? We're into that. Okay, vote, please.
Please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Copey?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the subject of the Carpentersville dam demolition, and then the eagles came up and my mind started working. Do the eagles roost on that structure, and will there be a mitigation for a roost if that is the case? And if not, just void the question completely. That's fine. And then I was curious, was the dam demolition, was that bid let? Maybe I missed that portion of the discussion. Thank you.
Well, yeah, the way that the dam is constructed, the water flows over the dam and it varies in degree. And obviously the eagles are going to roost where they can, whether it's in the trees or on the shoreline or on any structure that's there. There is there's a structure off to the side, but there's plenty of places for the eagles to roost. The plan itself is in the engineering phase, and so we're looking at that being bid out sometime this year for construction. And the dam actually it's a modification project, and so all of the concrete is not removed. It's just removed to a lower level so that the water can move more free. You may or may not see it, depending on how far down it is, but yeah, that's going to be an exciting project for 2022.
This year. Yeah, okay. And Mr. Haberthur may
Yeah,
have a little.
I was
extra
hoping to just
information.
underline that there's no chance of well, in my opinion, there's no chance of the eagles being on the concrete structure itself. They want a real tall tree, specifically with a flat surface up top so they can make a nest, similar to some of the work we're trying with the ospreys, where they want to be so high up that there's no that particular risk shouldn't exist.
All right, thank you. Okay, any other comments?
I was speaking specifically of that iron structure. Is that being removed, or is that not even part of the dam?
Well,
is that the old?
Yeah, it's staying. Yeah, that's staying. I'm looking at Ken Anderson back here as part of the project. So the whole gazebo and everything on the west side is not part of the removal project.
And certainly you can call in or drop by and ask Ben or
Yeah.
Ken Anderson, and probably could take that offline as opposed to.
Right. Well, we do have some new in-house talent too. We have our wildlife technician. She was, we just hired her last year. She was with Indiana DNR as a waterfowl biologist. So I'm pretty impressed with her. So our bird ability has just gotten a lot better to do that in-house. So we can run surveys in there.
We're hoping that trestle would be part of the kayak experience. So
Go for it. You can go down to the canoe shoot too, right, Ron? In Aurora? All the way, all the way to Ottawa.
Please, no.
Okay,
No.
sorry. No, we're not going there. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, that is not a forest preserve structure.
Let's do can we, any other questions or comments? Hold on. Please, roll call.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Fraz,
Yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Opie,
Opie, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Pepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Surges,
Sturgis, yes.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Wallace, Wanicki.
Yes.
It's approved.
Motion passes. On to that, no need for executive session today. So on to communications. Lori?
Next week is Valentine's Day. If you would like to get your loved one a turtle, we'll happily take your investment.
I saw that. Adopt a turtle for Valentine's Day. Great. Anything else? Okay. President's comments. Well, I sound like a broken record. I want to commend staff, especially during the winter months. I've been to 3 events. Barb McKittrick had a great, hosted a great tour guide session last month. And Josh Liebman Sunday took us on a bird walk to Carpentersville Dam. We didn't see any eagles, but a lot of other birds, good things like that. And Ben,
Swans out
and Swans just south, yeah. And
there. 2 swans.
Ben Katzen took us out a week ago for the senior stroll and took care of us, even though I just want to compliment them on their tenacity to get out when it's really cold, because there were actually people from Aurora. They come from all over for the senior stroll and some of these bird walks and things. So that's all. For that, the president's comments. I would mention maybe Mr. Davis, do you have a comment on the foundation? You're their representative for the foundation.
Yes, always happy to talk about it, and thanks for bringing it up. You duly noted on the, on the turtles, and don't forget plants. We'll have that coming up as well.
Working on the plant sale.
Yes.
Your native plants. Okay. May I have a motion and a second to place the monthly department reports on file? Moved by Ford. Second. Berman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Bates,
Bates, aye.
Berman,
Brown, yes.
Davis,
Davis, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Fraz,
Raz, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes. Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Opie,
Yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Pepro, Silva,
Silva, yes.
Strathman, Surges,
Sturgis, yes.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Wallace, Wanicki. Yes.
Okay, motion passes. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn? And
Raz.
Davis, second.
Frost, second. All in
Perfect.
favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Adjourned until Tuesday, March 8th, 2022 at 9 a.m. via Zoom or in person.